Today I'm going to be looking at a game suggestion I got from a longtime viewer that goes by the name Fish Food. Now the game is Aces of Luftwaffe Squadron. But before I get into that, I've got a few announcements I want to go over first. So I recently did an unboxing of Galgun Returns, and a few of you were quick to point out that a particular pre-order bonus was missing from my unboxing. Well, yeah, I didn't get it. In fact, I completely forgot it was even supposed to include this, but it was originally advertised that pre-orders would include a girl-scented bookmark. Now look, I mean, I don't need that pre-order bonus, but I do like to explore the weird and unusual on this channel, and so I thought it would be kind of interesting to take a look at that. Well, now I'm just curious as to what happened. Someone must have told them that it was a bad idea. But I sent them an email, so we'll see what happens from that. I'm going to get to the bottom of this mystery of the missing bookmark. Next, Nero Voider, one of the games for this month's trophy challenge. Well, I tested it, and yes, you can save scum in this game, which means you can make a backup of your save file through USB or cloud saves before you go on to the next level. That way, if you perish, just restore your backup save file and try again. This will make that very, very rare platinum trophy much more obtainable and hopefully give you guys a better chance of getting an additional entry into this contest. Now, aside from shmups, I've been playing a lot of horror games lately. For some reason, I guess October didn't last long enough for me. One of those is Silent Hill Book of Memories on the Vita. I played co-op just the other day. It was a lot of fun. It plays very smoothly, no hiccups there. And I was thinking about maybe setting up a time to live stream the game where anyone could join in and we could play co-op together. There are some co-op trophies to get, and the servers are pretty dead, so this would be a great opportunity to get those last few co-op trophies for anyone that needs them. Anyway, let me know if you guys are interested, and I may set something up for that. And finally, some of you may have already heard, but Synergia is coming to the Vita. It's been officially announced. We've already seen the promo artwork from East Asia Soft. Now, this is a cyberpunk visual novel. The physical edition will be going up for pre-order in March, I believe. The game has great reviews on Steam. It's like a 9 out of 10, so that's pretty exciting, but more details on that later as we get them. All right, so let's get into Aces of Luftwaffe Squadron. Now, this is a pretty accessible vertical shoot 'em up. It's available on the Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox. The physical version is available fairly cheap on all three platforms as well. It's definitely more of a casual shmup, and it doesn't have that sort of high-action, punchy feel that arcade-like shmups will offer. You can play up to 4 players local co-op, which I love to see. Unfortunately, there is no online play, and all progress is based on player 1's profile, so 2nd, 3rd, and 4th players can't use their own save data or unlock achievements and trophies. One of the reasons why I say this is one of the more accessible shooters is because in addition to 3 different difficulty levels, there is a progression system in this game. One of my favorite features in certain modern shmups. So as you shoot down enemy ships, you'll earn medals. Collect medals to level up your squad, which earns you skill points. You can also find skill points in loot chests. There's also 1 hidden skill point on each level for you to find. And the cool thing is, even if you fail the stage, you'll still get to keep the skill points and any medals you've collected throughout the level. Your skill points can be used to unlock new abilities for each of your squad members in their respective skill trees. So the more you level up, the stronger your squad gets, and in turn, the easier the game will get. If things start to get too tough, you can always replay levels to find the hidden skill point or grind for more squad levels. Each stage has side missions to complete. These side missions add a good amount of variety to gameplay. Some of these include Ace Combat, which has you take down a specific major target, for example, a boss. Chase is where you need to chase after an opponent while avoiding damage. If you're hit too many times, the enemy will get away and you'll fail that mission. Search will have you holding your position in marked areas of the stage without moving for a few seconds in order to do the pickup. And there are many, many more like this. So these side missions are optional and not required to pass the stage, but will offer extra rewards for completing them. At the end of each chapter is a boss battle, and these boss battles are pretty satisfying as they require a bit of skill in dodging and learning attack patterns. There are also multiple stages to each boss depending on their health level. Now, after defeating the bosses, you could be awarded with a new aircraft blueprint. These blueprints could be uncommon, rare, or epic variations, with the more rare versions having stronger attributes. And you'll be able to switch any of your squad members to the various aircraft that you've unlocked. Depending on which difficulty you're playing, it can increase your odds of finding an uncommon, rare, or epic version of each aircraft. Just for reference, uncommon aircraft have the green background, rare is blue, and epic, which is the most rare, is purple. The various stages can be interesting with the different squad members bantering back and forth. And for some reason, there must be a shortage of fighter pilots because every single one of your squad members is affected by some sort of strange handicap. For example, one of your squad members has blood poisoning, which causes him nausea on rare occasion. When this happens, you'll need to move the aircraft slowly until you recover, or you'll take damage. One of the members is narcoleptic, and you'll need to defend him while he's sleeping. Another has rage blackouts and flies recklessly, so you'll need to avoid his erratic flight path. In addition to this, certain enemy attacks can affect your squad members with various status effects like burning, iced, electrified, swirled, poisoned, frozen, shocked, possessed, and blind. You start each level with a set number of lives. If any of your NPC-controlled squad members perish, they will eventually return to battle after a set amount of time. But if you are playing co-op, you will need to be careful as all players will share from the same pool of extra lives. One thing I had a difficult time getting used to is that I'm controlling a whole squad of aircraft. So you'll need to be really careful about enemy fire because it's not just your hitbox you have to be worried about, but also the rest of your squad members. Now that can be near impossible sometimes, squeezing through bullet patterns when you have 4 different hitboxes to worry about. So sometimes I would lose my squad members and there's just nothing I could do about it. But if you are playing 4-player co-op, you don't need to worry about that because each person is responsible for their own ship. And of course there are lots of different weapon upgrades and attacks, one of them being the typical screen clearing bomb attack. Now my only complaint with that is that the bomb doesn't destroy the enemy fire. I feel like you do get a moment of invincibility though, but I typically like to see the shots get cleared when I set off a bomb. The backgrounds also seem a little bit plain. I'd like to see more detail there, maybe some better water effects and terrain. Now this may be more of a personal preference, but I do generally prefer sprite art when it comes to shmups. In fact, I believe the first Aces of Luftwaffe had sprite art, and I think it looks a lot nicer. Like I said, though, that's just more of a personal preference. Now, as I've said, the physical version of this game is pretty reasonably priced. You can find it for just under $20 for the Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox. Now, the physical version also includes the DLC, which I love to see. So the base game has 25 different levels, and the DLC adds 25 more levels, new bosses, new playable squad of characters, abilities, and more. The regular digital price for the game is $15 and the DLC is $15 as well, so the physical edition is actually a pretty good deal if you can find it under $20. The PlayStation 4 version has 1 platinum trophy from the base game, and the DLC adds an additional gold, 2 silver, and 3 bronze trophies. While on the Xbox, the DLC provides an additional 205 gamer score on top of the 1000 gamer score from the base game. So lots of content on the physical version, and you don't need to worry about it getting delisted one day. There's no online play, so no servers to get shut down either. This is one of those games that you can just pop in, grind a few levels, pass a stage or two, put it away, and come back to it anytime to resume your progress. But yeah, I'm definitely having fun with this one. Good suggestion. I love shmups, and especially shmups with a progression system. If you guys have any other suggestions or games you'd like me to check out, let me know. I do have a pretty extensive library. If there's any Vita games you want to see, Japanese or otherwise. There's a lot there, so just let me know. Anyway, stay tuned for the conclusion of the Smells Like a Girl bookmark mystery and more.